It is now time for Hello, Mr. President, a segment that's dedicated solely to you and problems you're facing within your communities. A few years ago, the president did ask all of us to be citizens and not spectators, and this segment is encouraging you to do exactly that. So any problems that you're facing within your community, please take out your phone, record an up to 1 minute video. Send that video to us via the email hellomrpresidenttv@gmail.com or our WhatsApp line 0550-585832. And every Wednesday at 9:30, we'll show those videos to the world and the country and call on to policymakers to do right by you. If you don't have a camera phone, don't worry. We are not limiting this to people who can afford camera phones. You can just text your problems to us. Just text it. Up to 250 words are okay. Email that text to us via the email hellomrpresidenttv@gmail.com, or you can WhatsApp it to us. Our WhatsApp line again is 0550-585832. And throughout the segment, if you're watching us at home as well, we want to hear from you. So please use the hashtag BreakfastDaily to join the conversation. And the WhatsApp line is 0550-585832. We'll take a look at the first video we received this week.
Mr. President, these days, in fact, I'm Benjamin Coleman from Twifo Praso. And there's one thing that bothers me, which I feel that if the president is consulted and more or less a proper briefing is given, it will help the people of this particular area. And what bothers me is the construction of our bridge. That is the Twifo Praso bridge. In fact, we saw that getting to the period within the election year, it was started by a contractor, and the contractor was constantly on site. In fact, after the elections, we've realized that they've been able to mount 3 big pillars or more like blocks, which I feel they will lay the other structures on. But unfortunately, after the election, we don't see any contractor on site. So I want Mr. President to briefly let us know what is the feedback as far as this construction is concerned.
So that's Twifo Etimokwa in the central region, where the person who's in the video, Mr. Coleman, is on the line. We'll be talking to him shortly about exactly what's going on with this project and how it's impacting their lives. And of course, we do know that these infrastructure projects are crucial to our development. So every single week, we receive messages about roads, about abandoned projects, about people saying that because this has not been done in their communities, they are not able to go ahead. And the sad thing is, we have the resources, we have the manpower to get it done. Most times, it's just the willpower to actually complete it. And we ask these people from the community to send the videos in themselves so they tell us from their perspective how our inability to complete these projects hinder their development as Ghanaians. So the minute we have Mr. Coleman on the line, we'll talk to him to shed more light on this. But if you happen to be in the area and you're affected by this as well, please let us know your thoughts on the project and how its completion will really transform your life. Good morning, Mr. Coleman.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for being with us. How are you?
By the grace of God, I'm doing well.
Please tell us how long you've been in this area and what you know about the project.
Oh, okay. I've been within Twifo Praso close to 15 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the major challenges that the area was being confronted with is a bridge.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, it has been a problem for long, and by the grace of God, during the regime of President Mahama, it was given into a contract, but it would not commence.
Mm-hmm.
Then during the regime of Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, they commenced somewhere late 2020. That's getting to the election period.
Mm-hmm.
So before the election, we saw that the contractors were on site. In fact, they were more or less doing the work with expedition.
Mm-hmm.
But after the elections, this year, we see that the contractors are no more on site. They've mounted some concrete, about 3 different pillars. But it stands now, they are not there. So I wanted Mr. President to give to Petimoka an update as to why the contractors are not on site currently.
Okay, and tell us a bit about just the community in general and how transformational this bridge will be if it's completed.
Oh, in fact, considering the population of the district, we can say that majority of the citizenry are more or less residing at the backside of the river track. Majority of them, especially the farmers, those who always bring us food from to the market center during the market days and all that. So if the bridge is well constructed, it will boost business. It will also enhance the growth of the farming because when they are able to harvest their crop, they have to bring it to Praso and the other enclaves within the area to sell, and then we can also get something to eat. So one, it will boost business, and two, the road links Praso to Dunkwao, and you can even pass there to get to Kumasi or Buase and then other areas. So in fact, if it is well constructed and it is completed, it can boost more or less market, and then it can also help us connect ourselves to the neighboring towns. Yeah.
So you've been in Twifo for the past 15 years. What are some of the problems
For the
you've
past,
seen?
I believe, about 15 years, yeah.
Yes, 15 years. What are some of the problems you've seen people go through as a result of this terrible nature of the space and the road and the lack of the bridge?
All right. Thank you very much. In fact, some of the problem is that most of them have problem with their roads. We are not talking about tiring the roads. We know that tiring roads sometimes comes. But if even some of the roads are well shaped, I think that they can no trouble, so they can bring their food out from the villages of rural areas for us to also get something to eat. So sometimes you hear that there will be a hill in a particular area, and then a car will just come out on the hill because the hill is somehow having a lot of potholes and the car cannot climb and all that, especially when it is rainy season. And then the cocoa farmers currently, whenever they harvest their beans and dry them, and when they send it to the market or to the clinic, they will go there and they will tell them that we don't have money to purchase the cocoa. And it is a problem currently the local people are facing now. We have a lot of people having their cocoa well dried, but when they go to the clinic, they will tell them that money is not available to purchase the cocoa. Sometimes the class will take the cocoa beans, they will give them receipt to come for the money later. And then when you go tomorrow, come tomorrow. It's a problem we are facing, which I feel Mr. President has to deal with it.
How relieved were you when you first found out that there was a bridge that was going to be constructed? Can you walk us through how you felt when you heard the news?
Oh, in fact, it was more or less a happy one because you know that I didn't ahead. Sometimes the old bridge was basically constructed under President Rawlings, and it was purposely for railway transport. So they later had to do something about it. A car can also let's work on it, or let's move on it. And when we heard that there was a new bridge, we were very happy because sometimes the problem of the bridge and cars, sometimes types of cars will burst suddenly, and sometimes will cause some small accidents and all that. Motorbikes sometimes, if it's not taking, can even more or less veer off, and if it's not taking, they can even enter the river and all that. So it was a headache for us. Sometimes types of vehicles will burst suddenly and all that. So when we had the construction of a new, in fact, we were all happy, and we felt that problem can be halted. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Benjamin Coleman, for being with us. We'll follow up on this story because we need to know when they will come back. Because as you're saying, it looks as though they've stopped the project, and that's very unfortunate if that's the situation. So we'll follow up on this and then speak to the people in charge of that project for you, because the farmers will need access to market, and this current nature of the road, it does not help anyone at all. And all the other things you've mentioned, how it makes life a bit easier for you to move from point A to point B, it's essential. I mean, we can't talk about development and not fix the nature of our roads and provide the necessary highways. So thank you, and obviously the bridges as well to help facilitate the entire process. So thank you very much, Mr. Coleman.
Thank you very much. I'm very grateful.
And thank you at home for staying with us. Again, this is the segment on Breakfast Daily called Hello, Mr. President, that's dedicated solely to you and challenges you're facing in your community. So if you've not yet sent us your videos, all you have to do is take out your phone and record an up to 1 minute video. Send that video to us via the email hellomrpresidenttv@gmail.com, and our WhatsApp line is 0550-585832. If you don't have a camera phone, don't worry. Just text it to us. The email again is hellomrpresidenttv@gmail.com, and our WhatsApp line you're seeing there on your screen, 0550-585832. Now, a few weeks ago, we brought you an issue from Bimbilla that had to do with access to water. The people in the community did not have direct access to clean water and had to share water with animals. And sometimes people would defecate in the same water that they were using to drink and cook. We are going to revisit that video and then speak to our correspondents in the area about what exactly is happening now in that community. So let's take a look at the video.
Hello, Mr. President. My name is Abdurrahman. I'm a native of Bimbilla. Mr. President, we are having to face perennial water shortage in town. This is affecting our economic activities. Water shortages has become a trend, not just in Bimbilla of late, but the whole of northern Ghana. We are pleading that you should take this as a matter of agency and say to it that the water problems is given a lasting solution. So the residents of Bimbilla, and in fact by extension the people of northern Ghana, would have adequate water supply, and then the issue of water problem will become a thing of the past. Thank you, Mr. President.
So that's Bimbilla in the northern region, and if there's anything we've all learned from the COVID period is that we can't survive without water, and it's essential for us to not just have access to water, but have access to clean water so that we don't end up getting sick because we're consuming water that's not good for us. Our regional correspondent is on the line. We're going to talk to him, Mohammed Alabira. Good morning, Alabira.
Good morning, Jiva.
Thank you so much for being with us. How are you?
I'm doing well, please.
So for the viewers who may not have been with us the first time we played this video, give us a bit of background about Bimbilla, the number of people there, and how long this problem has been with the community.
Thank you so much. Bimbilla is capital of the North municipality of the northern region. The population there is mainly Nanumbers, but there are Konkombes and other tribes in the district. But Bimbilla town is Nanumbers are the dominant tribe in Bimbilla town. Yes. There has been a serious water challenge in the area because all years, since I was a child, Bimbilla has depended on a dam called Wampu. All this while, there is no other source of water for the people of Bimbilla until recently. Just last year, when the member of parliament, the area, Honorable Dominic Nito, during his campaign, he dug some boreholes in the various electoral areas. And one benevolent individual, Alhaji Abdul Salam, has also come in recently to extend water on his personal resources to other areas of Bimbilla. But all this while, people still depend on the Wampu Dam for water. And this time they share it with cattle in the area. If you go to the area, it's an eyesore. Those people have built a riverside and they defecate, throw rubbish, all manner of things into the river. So the water is no longer safe for the people of Bimbilla, and this has been their crash this while.
So Alabira, the last time we spoke to the MC, he told us that there were boreholes available to the people and they were intentionally choosing to drink from this dam that they share with the animals. What was that about?
Yes, like I stated, last year or so, some boreholes were dug in almost all the electoral areas, and that is not in doubt. Yes, boreholes were dug by the member of parliament and the individual, like I mentioned, Alhaji Abdul Salam. Yes, but to say that people of Bimbilla do no longer drink water from Wampu Dam, that one I very much disagree with the Honorable MP of Bimbilla. So If you come to Bimbila, all the major restaurants in town, the food vendors in town, they all use the dump that you saw in the video. That is what they use to cook food for the people. If you come to Bimbila, you also see water tankers carrying water every day. So if he says they no longer drink, where are they sending those waters to?
So Alabira,
when he spoke the last time, seriously, people were angry in town.
Okay. Why were they angry? Is it because the boreholes are not enough? And what more would you say would need to be done to ensure that people actually have access to clean water in Bimbila?
Yes. Why they were angry is that, yes, they admitted that boreholes were dark, but many of them currently, as we speak, are not functioning.
Go ahead.
Some of them, the water table has gone down, and they no longer get water from those boreholes. So many of the boreholes in Bimbila town are not functioning as we speak now.
Okay, so Alabira, what we will do is we will get an update from you on exactly what's happening with the boreholes and some of the residents there, then call the MC next week to really get clarity on what's happening with the access to water for the people in the community. But I'm hearing that there's some water being stored as well. If you can touch on it briefly for us.
Yes. The water is stored. Currently we are entering into a rainy season, and several days now there has been some rains in the area, so people have stored water, and currently people are depending on the rainwater that was stored, and some individuals are trying to get their own boats in their homes, just to make sure the station is.
Thank you very much, Alabira, for being with us. I will be following up on that story as well, because we need access to clean water. And without roads, we cannot develop this nation. Again, it's Breakfast Daily. This is Hello, Mr. President. You know what to do. If you've not sent us your videos yet, just take out your phone and record it 1 minute, send it to us. You know the WhatsApp line and that email.